So I made a bold decision early on in my business to charge premium. And in this video, I want to tell you about why I made that decision and why I don't regret it for an instant, and why I think and believe you ought to be charging premium too. So let me take you back to 2014, I think it was. And I was working with my coach, and we'd created Tiny Time Big Results as the concept based on all the work that I'd done for the previous couple of years with clients. And honestly, it's so funny because I can't think what made me just suddenly think I'm going to charge premium. So for my coach, I had paid her £2,500, and I decided to charge 3,000. And there's a part of me that's like thinking, God, that was a bit of a ballsy move, Yasmin, because, let's face it, if you're paying a certain amount to your coach, a lot of people won't necessarily charge more because they're thinking, who am I to do that? Who am I to even try and think that I could, get that kind of money? But I did. And it's so interesting because I got a client really quickly. And then I got another one and another one. And honestly, do you know what? It opened my eyes. It opened my eyes and made me think, wow, instead of finding those clients that were going to pay 200 or 300 or even 500, here was somebody paying me 3,000, right? And already it kind of alleviated a lot of the anxiety and worry, because let's face it, as business owners, we all have that. Like, where's the next client going to come from? But also, it made me just think, I don't need that many clients. And at the time, I had two very, very small children, and I didn't have a lot of time. And I just had this epiphany, like, this is the path. This is the path that's going to make it much easier for me to be able to do the work I love, and actually get really well paid. And here's the beauty of this, right? Because not only was I charging a premium for my expertise and my knowledge and my skill, but actually I was attracting a different type of client, a client that was all in, that was really committed, and they knew what they wanted, and they were going to do whatever it took to get there. And I love that energy. Like, don't you love that energy? Because it gets you fired up. You get to do your best work. And honestly, I look back at it and think, God, that was one of the boldest decisions I could have made so early on in my career, in my self-employed career. But it's a decision that I have not regretted. And since then, I've charged 3K, 5K, 8K, 10K. And honestly, it has just been one of the most game-changing exercises that I've ever done. Like, really and truly, I want you just to think about this and sit with this energy for a few minutes with me, right? I want you to imagine right now that you've got somebody in front of you. You're doing a sales call, maybe you're having a Zoom call with them, and you're about to say to them, okay, so the package is 3,000, right? And I want you just to imagine that your income goal for the month is 6,000. And you're thinking, this already brings me to 50%, right? They're paying full payment plan. Yeah, whatever, right? But you think, I need two clients to be able to achieve my income goal. And if I was trying to sell something for €17 or pounds or whatever, and you're thinking, this could be so much easier for me, right? So imagine this: fewer sales calls, a higher caliber kind of client because they are really committed. Because I'm going to be really honest with you and very frank. I invest a lot, and I've paid like 50, 100, 12,000. And do you want to know when I was the most committed? The one that I kept showing up for? Yeah, the 12,000, the 8,000. Some of the things that I've bought that have been maybe at the lower end of the scale, I haven't even looked at them, right? So I want you just to sit in that energy of imagining you getting well paid for the work that you're doing, right? and the client that is so committed and they're showing up, they're doing the work, they're asking the questions, and they're taking ownership, they're so in it, right? And your job is a breeze because of that. These are some of the consequences that can happen when you start charging premium. If there's a part of you that's thinking, I can't do this, Yasmin, I can't do this, then I want you to know that, listen, I want you to subscribe because I'm going to be talking about this a whole lot more. And we're going to be digging deeper and deeper into how you can actually do this with a lot less effort, a lot more ease, right? I'm going to show you really and truly how premium packages and premium clients have been the epitome of being able to create big results with tiny time. So like and subscribe and comment below if you're thinking, I want some of this, Yasmin. All right, my love, I'm going to talk to you soon. Take care.